Welcome back, everyone. I'm Steve,
And I'm Scott.
and together we're Backyard Musings. This is our afternoon segment. If you don't know, we have two segments: one at 7 a.m. California, People's Republic of California time, and one at 1 p.m. People's Republic of California time.
Yeah, and we are still doing science and technology. That seems to be our bag these days. So,
All right, pretty interesting one here. Leprosy, also known as Hansen's disease, is a chronic infection that can cause serious physical complications if left untreated. Today, it still exists in more than 100 countries. While modern treatments can cure the disease, access to healthcare often depends on a person's economic and social conditions. Scientists have decoded the genetic blueprints of a rare leprosy bacterium preserved in 4,000-year-old Chilean skeletons, opening a surprising new chapter in the story of Hansen's disease. Would you like to know more?
now we talked about this a while back, right? We talked about something along this line where there was a question on uh, the length of time or the age of these skeletons or cadavers or whatever, the bones. I don't know. I want to say that we talked about this because we kind of questioned, maybe it was something else. We questioned the timeline.
It was that underwater ruins off India that they said it was
Oh,
like 120,000 years old.
oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So it's hard to believe though that leprosy is still
I know.
going. Yeah, just
It's
crazy.
like polio.
Yeah. Historical records show that leprosy once had a major impact on communities across Europe and Asia. Its long presence is also confirmed in the bones of people who lived thousands of years ago. Archaeologists have found skeletal signs of leprosy as far back as 5,000 years in Europe, Asia, and Oceania.
Oceania.
Or
That's
Oceania.
like, yeah, that's like the Polynesian uh, islands.
Gotcha. However, these signs have not been found in pre colonial remains from the Americas, suggesting that the disease likely arrived with European colonizers, those Europeans. After that point, it spread not only to people, but also, intriguingly, to animals like armadillos.
Well, armadillos are already they already have armor.
Yeah,
I don't.
well,
Huh. So 4,000 years ago, this could be the Jaredites. This could be the
yeah,
Jaredites bringing it over.
yeah.
Huh.
The
Okay.
actual first settlers,
At,
right?
yeah. At the genetic level, Hansen's disease is caused by two closely related bacteria. The more common one is Mycobacterium leprae, which Scott is grateful he didn't have to pronounce that,
I am.
while a rarer cousin, Mycobacterium lepromatosis, was identified more recently. DNA from ancient European skeletons shows that M. leprae likely emerged in Eurasia around 7,000 years ago during the Neolithic period. This timeline aligns with the origins of other well known infectious diseases such as plague and tuberculosis. Meanwhile, ancient samples of the rarer M. lepromatosis are still rare, but unlocking its history could offer valuable insights into how leprosy evolved and spread across the globe.
Uh, is that Boss? Boss's team
Boses. He's
Bose,
probably a researcher, yeah.
worked closely with researchers from Argentina and Chile to both identify bones suitable for analysis and to carry out the meticulous work of isolating the DNA of ancient pathogens. Doctoral candidate Dario Ramirez of the University of Cordoba, Argentina, worked. Does that mean there's another? Maybe there's another University of Cordoba someplace.
Maybe
Worked
Argentina, Cordoba State University.
Yeah, maybe so. Uh, Worked extensively with such material and was the first to identify a genetic signature related to leprosy in some 4,000-year-old skeletons from Chile. Quote, we were initially suspicious since leprosy is regarded a colonial era disease, but more careful evaluation of the DNA revealed the pathogen to be the lepromatosis form.
Huh. This provided the first clue that M. lepromatosis and M. leprae, though nominally both pathogens that cause Hansen's disease, might have very different histories. reconstruction of the genome was key in looking into this. While putting the molecular puzzle of an ancient genome back together is never an easy task, these pathogens in particular had, quote, amazing preservation, which is uncommon in ancient DNA, especially from specimens of that age, comments Leslie Sitter, a postdoctoral researcher in Bose's team who carried out the analysis.
The pathogen is related to all known modern forms of M. lepromatosis, but as there are so few genomes available for comparison, there is still much to be learned about it. This work has shown that a pathogen considered rare in a modern context caused disease for thousands of years in the Americas. That's weird.
Yeah. Rodrigo Norez, professor of anthropology at the University of Cordoba, Argentina, is convinced that more cases, both ancient and modern, will be identified in the coming years. Quote, this disease was present in Chile as early as 4,000 years ago, and now that we know it was there, we can specifically look for it in other contexts.
Once more genomes surface, we'll be able to piece out further details of its history and better understand its global distribution today. The pathogen has recently been discovered in squirrel populations from the United Kingdom and Ireland. But in the Americas, it is yet to be found in any species other than humans. With such little data, mystery still surrounds its origins.
That's crazy in squirrels. I thought it was just humans, but armadillos and squirrels?
Yeah,
okay. Quote, it remains to be determined if the disease originated in the Americas or if it joined some of the first settlers from Eurasia, adds Boss. Continue with quote, so far the evidence points in the direction of an American origin, but we'll need more genomes from other time periods and contexts to be sure.
So I wonder how those squirrels in the UK and in Ireland contracted this disease.
I don't know. It's just, we'd have to, I don't know if we'd have to talk to an anthropologist or some medical doctor just to get an opinion.
Yeah.
You know, I'll ask my sister-in-law. Maybe we'll follow up on a segment tomorrow.
What is she?
She's a student of medicine.
Medicine or veterinary medicine?
No, medicine.
Medicine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe she'd know.
It's in Provo, Noor something School of Medicine. It's like homeopathic, medicine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that'd be interesting. I wonder why. Of course, I don't know. Is leprosy that prevalent here in the U.S.? I know they had some issues in Hawaii, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's that big of a deal here. I mean, I know it's a big deal if you got leprosy, but I just don't hear about, a leprosy breakout or something like that or whatever. So,
yeah.
But
I don't know.
Anyway. All right. Good story. Interesting.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. Catch you.
Take care. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Have a good one.
See you.
Thank you. All right.